in closing, I would say 100% buy the premium version. The reason why I didn't at the onset is because... All right, folks, welcome to an unboxing of the Amazfit Active 2 premium version. So if you're familiar with the channel, you will know that I have the regular version. When this watch came out, I was very intrigued, and I love this watch. I think it's the best value all around for like a smartwatch. You can get it for $100. I think it's even cheaper now. Just for comparison's sake, this is an Apple Watch Ultra. So, I mean, the screen is a very good size, and obviously this looks classier than the Ultra. This one just goes better with iOS, but I like having both watches. I saw that this one was on sale, and so I got it. This is a nice looking watch. I love this particular watch face. The other watch face that I like to use is this one. This is a good looking watch face. I just love that you can set the time for it to be always on. This one I probably use when I'm out and about on the weekend. It does burn a bit more battery, but anyway, all that to say, the only difference between this watch and that one is that this one comes with a faux leather band and the red band. And I always wanted the red band for this one. And when I looked, I think it was like 20 bucks or something like that. But this one was on sale on Amazon for under $100, so I decided to take a look. All right, so let's get this thing open. Got my Kershaw knife here, which you actually don't even need. So let's fold that. All right, so this does have a pull tab here. Lift it. That's one thing that Apple has done that's really helped out the game. So you open it this way. Right, and I didn't show you the box, so the only difference is it says premium version here, but everything else is the same on the box. Nice small packaging, and I just love, like I said, that packaging has changed to where you don't have to have all this plastic where you have to cut in. So it says Discover Amazing. So we'll go ahead and pull it out. Looks good. The other one came with a charge, so we'll pull this off here. Nice looking screen. So this should be sapphire. I really can't tell a difference. This one doesn't feel as smooth, but here's the band here. So definitely classy. I do like this sports band, but we'll see if it cranks on after I smudged up the screen. Let's see if it has any juice. I just press all the buttons, so it does have some juice. Then we'll pop this guy open. So it comes with the puck like the other one did, but then it also comes with this red band. It looks in person like it does online, and that I'm very pleased with. So we haven't set it up yet. This strap is a little bit slimmer than I thought it would be, but it's still a good size for the watch. It kind of accentuates the watch. Yeah, there's really no difference. This one came with 55 or 58% charge. I love that out of the box. You can rock and roll. So that's like 2 days, maybe 2.5 days of charge. So that's dope. But yeah, this one doesn't look any different other than the fact that it has a sapphire front. But for $130, you get this band, and then you get this faux leather band, which I think is worth it with the sapphire. If you're familiar with my channel and you watch my video on this one, like, this does not scratch very easily. At this point, I do have some scratches on it because I can be hard on my devices, but it's not bad at all. All right, folks, and so here's the watch with this band on it. And now that I see it, I honestly like the black band better on the watch. I will say, if I put this face on the watch, it will look pretty much just as good with this reddish orange band on. Even this one too, so it'll look just as good. I mean, this is a nice look. This is a sportier look. Obviously, this isn't as all around. I think you could even do this with business casual, and then I would change to, I do have a stainless steel band that I wear with this, you know, if I wear it to work or something like that. But yeah, I really like this look. I would say the black band looks better overall. It's more versatile. I mean, it does come with this leather band, but I would still like to have these 3 bands all together. And if I was just going to have one band, I would just do the black sports band. I think it's nice and svelte. The only thing about this watch that I don't like is the fact that you do have to have the app open on iOS. So I don't know about Android, but it really doesn't sync if the app is not on. It stores information. It's still a great watch. Here are these guys side by side. Honestly, I think this watch looks better. If I had the red face on there, it would definitely take the cake. You get 5 days on this one and 2 almost on the Apple Watch Ultra. So All right, folks, and I find this a little bit comical, but I was just messing with the non-premium version of the watch, and they have this face which says Ultra. All right, folks, I like to point out the fact that when you click on this watch face, the description says, "This is a faithful representation of a beloved classic smartwatch face." And also, whenever you have the app open, so it says Active 2 round, but it shows the premium watch. So whenever I was loading this up, it showed the watch with the faux leather band, which is very interesting. So everything looks the same, but I like that's a nice touch. And you can have multiple devices. So there are a ton of faces, and I'm trying to find that one. Right, so when you're looking at the faces, like you can click on free releases, and it'll show you some, but that's not everything. You want to make sure that you scroll down and do exciting moments. And the Tokyo Run is one of my faves, so I do like this one. I feel like this is very interesting. It's very nice. It goes well. That's another thing. You can't double tap the face. I'm gonna have to see if that's actually a thing. Sometimes swiping over on this watch is a little bit of a chore, and you do have to hold it down for a little bit longer than you do on an Apple Watch, but that's okay. I think this is the band they always show. So this one definitely looks good. I like these types of bands or these types of faces because they give you more information. Even on my Apple Watch Ultra, it may look a little busy, but it's interesting. One of the things I like to see is the humidity of the day because I live in a very humid place. All right, folks, so I'm having trouble getting to the original Wayfinder, but it's interesting. I will change the color of my watch to match my outfit, which is a nice touch, even if the band's a little off and I don't have like an exact band. I like this one. I think this is the most practical one, but as far as like looks-wise, the most bold and like, ooh, that's clean, is this look. This one feels maybe a little bit weightier. And also the vibration motor kind of went off while I was away from it, and it felt stronger than this one. Last thing I'll say is that I 100% like this one over the Square watch, the new one they came out, and I think that might be why the price went down on these. I think the Square one tries to get the look of the Apple Watch, not the Apple Watch Ultra, but still, it's like if I wanted an Apple Watch, I would buy an Apple Watch. And anytime something closely resembles an Apple Watch, then you have to make that super direct comparison. And it's really not fair to this watch given the restrictions of the ecosystem. So, in closing, I would say 100% buy the premium version. The reason why I didn't at the onset is because it would have taken like 2 weeks or maybe a month longer for me to get it. Like, it was supposed to be released on a certain date, and I think 2 weeks later, it still wasn't released. So I went in and got the regular version, and I'm still happy I did that. Like, this is a very, very durable watch. But I would say if you're buying it for $30 more or less, definitely get the one with the sapphire lens, because you also get 2 bands with it, and you're ready to rock and roll. All right, folks, and the last thing I'll say about the watch is this band feels good. It feels of pretty good quality. The screen is already super smudged. It is a little slick, so I like the texture of the actual Apple bands better. I mean, I feel like they're a little bit grippier, but this one feels of good quality. I would say this is a size medium. When I put it on my wrist, like, it doesn't feel like it's a large. There's not a ton left over. I would say I have slightly above a medium sized wrist. And then this band is nice. It feels like it'll hold up well. You can obviously tell this is not real leather. The only thing is, I wish it were wider. These bands just look a little bit thicker, you know, and a little bit more robust. I mean, like I said in the beginning of the video, it does kind of accent how big the dial is on this watch.